1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Yep. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, I'll look at this one.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Welcome
I'm looking
back
at that one. There you
to.
go.
This is like, technically, this is our fourth or fifth recording.
Is it really?
Fourth. This is our fourth.
Fourth one.
Fourth one.
Yeah.
But like on paper, this is number 2.
Yep.
Number 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, we've had like a 1.5.
1.5.
1.5. Yeah, this is 2.
Yeah. We'll go with number 2.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, welcome back to Keeping Company. Hashtag Kozy Talks.
We are here with Joel Kim,
Brandon Lee.
And Eric Lee.
aka Mother Hindu.
All right.
For those who know, you know.
Yep.
Anyways, so last week or this past Sunday, we uploaded our very first one.
Yep.
That was like before we got this huge upgrade.
Studio.
Everything. Shout out to Justin, the J-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Yes. Have fun at your meeting. We will be in here. We'll miss you. Yes, sir. Hey, yep.
Nice.
Oh, Pearl, there we go.
Okay.
Flipping the camera for
Let's
us.
get it.
Oh wow, this is like on me. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we just filmed our first one. Uploaded our first one.
On YouTube.
Pretty good response. 200 plus views
Yep.
in a few days. Very shout out to everyone who's
Subscribe.
subscribed. Yeah, so what we wanted to make this a little bit more relevant. You know what I'm saying? You know, we could do our own things, talk, but we want you guys to be in on the conversation with us.
Yep.
So,
All right, there we go. That's better.
we're
All
all
right.
set up, ready to go.
Yep. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, so what's the first topic?
So what I want to talk about was the difference in like the generations of Korean Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like first gens, the 1.5s, and then there's the 2s.
Uh-huh.
So we're 2s, right?
I actually
I never
never
understood
that
No,
either.
because I know my brothers.
Uh-huh.
They are 31 and 30. Yeah, they're pretty
Okay.
old. They're 1.5.
Are they fobs? Were they?
Yeah, they came from Korea.
So we're Korean. We're second gen
Yes, that's what I think.
Korean
Korean
American.
Americans. Yeah. So I think 1.5 would be like the people who like moved here and then they grew up here.
Okay.
But then we were like born here. I don't know if that's
Okay,
correct. but-
should I search it up? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
search
yeah,
it
yeah.
up just in case.
So anyways,
Well, what do you? Have you heard of that before?
like the first gen, second gen, 1.5s.
First gen.
I thought we were first gen.
I thought we were first
Oh,
gen.
we're first gen?
I
That's
keep
what I'm saying. I thought we were first
Korean
gen.
American.
Let's see what Google says.
Yeah. All right.
Read it off for us.
What the heck? Okay, this is from Southern California. What the heck? What is this? Okay. Gen 1.5, where an immigrant generation fits in. Okay.
Okay.
The experience of 1.5 generation immigrants, a term used to describe people who arrived in the U.S. As children and adolescents, is a unique one. So I think this is pretty much 1.5 are fobs, right?
And then we're 2.
I think we're first generation Korean American.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So
I still feel like we're 2 though. Because that says
So,
1.5 is
if
people
a
who came
family
here.
of 2 parents and their 2 adult children immigrate to a new country members in both generations considered. Oh, okay. So we're 2.
We're 2, yes.
I believe we're 2.
We're 2.
According to Google, we're 2.
Because Google's
Okay.
always right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong on Google.
Yeah.
Google's 100%
So,
facts.
okay, so what was your question again?
So the differences between like our generation and like
Yeah.
say like the ones from like 10 years above us or like 15, 20 years above
Oh
us.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because like you're not considered Gen Z, right? You're still a millennial,
Yeah.
but you're on the border of Gen Z and millennial.
Yeah.
But then we're Gen Z.
Uh-huh.
So I'm saying like what are the differences between that like millennial generation between like us?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually talking about this with some people on Sunday after church. And then we're just talking about the different generation gaps. And like even when I see like my high school kids or like the junior high kids,
Yeah.
like the generation is so different.
Yeah.
You know, like we're talking about a long time ago how it used to be like, even if you look at praise team, like, for me, I'm a praise team, and
Yeah.
I've been on praise team since like 7th grade. Like back then, it used to be the cool thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're on praise team, you're like,
Like, you were
ooh.
cool. But the thing is, like that was pretty much like the cool thing at church, you know. And then the cool thing at church is, is just to go to church for Friday nights and hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but that was like my culture in Irvine. But thing is, Like nowadays, it's not like that. Yeah, that's a huge thing. I don't know. It's weird.
What do you think it is nowadays?
Yeah.
Instead of like praise
I
team.
think. Looking at my church, it's in Irvine. It's they just focus on school and themselves. That's a huge thing.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. I think that's a huge thing. But the thing is, I was like talking to like some people my age, and they're like, yeah, like the generation's so different. Like long time ago, my old Bible study, my old teachers, they used to like 혼내 us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they used to like otobai, or they used to,
otobai.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, for those who don't know, otobai,
You guys-
it's basically like a motorcycle, right? So
Yeah.
like the dude part.
Wait, do we have to explain it?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
If
you know.
you know.
Anyways, yeah, keep going.
Anyway, so what happened was that a lot of like when I was in 7th and 8th grade, and like when I was growing up in church, a lot of like the old like the Bible study teachers, or like all like the teachers, they would like 혼내 us, you know, if we don't like read or if you know, and then like we had to do like push-ups or like, you know, we had to run outside, but we can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's just like so people are so soft now.
Yeah.
Like even on like Twitter and stuff, like
Yeah.
so much like cultural like sensitivity.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much, like so many, like I see so many news articles saying like I feel like I saw this one thing where it's like Colorado, they switched to like four days a week school weeks because like 5 was
what?
like too strenuous on the kids, and I was like, dang, bro, like
Dang.
they like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
come
I think the generations are just getting softer and softer. Even if
Yeah.
you look at like our parents' generation, dude, they were hard.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
Yeah.
Like, and then what I was talking with my friend Danny on Sunday was that if you look at just the generation between like the immigrants or like, you know, our parents' generation and like if you look at Korea now,
Yeah.
the one thing that what's interesting is that like technology in
Oh
Korea
yeah, for sure.
like increased like crazy.
Yeah.
But I think the culture stayed the same.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I was like, dude, that's so like that's so true. Like, and it was like all about like, you know, like, which is, you know, the culture of like family, the culture about like working, the culture about like, you know, like, yeah, like, do the best, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing.
So realize, because do you know this movie called "Ode to My Father"?
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
but I never watched it.
So like in the beginning of that movie, it shows the backstory of like the family when he was a little boy in like Korea.
Yeah.
And the date said like 1950 or something like that. But it was literally like the most old style Korean. They living in like wooden huts.
Yeah.
Like making all that. And to think that was only like 60, 70 years ago.
Yeah.
And like the fact that Korea in 2020 now almost,
Yeah.
in 70 years, they went from like a place of
Third world country.
yeah, literally third world country to like one of the most technological powerhouses in like the world. That's just crazy.
For real.
That's true.
Like Samsung came from Korea, like LG came from Korea, like all these crazy technological advances
Yeah.
came from a country that started off a third world country that started off as a third world less than 100 years ago.
For
Like
sure.
they
Yeah.
developed so fast, so
Yeah.
quickly. Like the fact that we were able to like, adapt and mold like while yet still keeping like the like the culture and the principles without like losing that throughout the process of trying to like develop is like that's freaking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a huge thing that if you see like Korean and then like as I said before, looking at our family's generation or like our like parents' like generation, man, I think the huge thing is that my friend said is like the technology of course changed, you know, like
Yeah.
even throughout their lifetime, but like the culture stayed the same. But the thing is for our culture is so different.
Yeah, because we grew up here.
Yeah, we grew up here and like
know?
very American,
Yeah.
like the Western culture, while they're like all Eastern culture, like yeah.
So question, you know how our parents raised us with like the Korean traditional style of like parenting, right?
Yeah.
So like, what are some things that you would kind of keep from what your parents did for you and what you would change?
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Because like
That's
for
a
me,
good question, yeah.
I don't think I would like hit my kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like although like that's good in a sense, I guess, in the way people see it, but I feel like there's such like so many better alternatives
Yeah.
besides that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like thinking about it, like the negative reinforcement of like fear, that's like such like a bad motivator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather have my kids grow up from positive reinforcement and like wanting to do good rather than trying to avoid something.
Oh dang! So
You know
that's
what I
some intro to psych stuff.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm
That's some
saying?
intro to psych.
Dr. Grace. you
Dr.
know?
Grace stuff. If you know, you
So
know.
what would you guys do differently?
Dang. I don't know, Eric. What about you?
It depends. Like, I don't know. One specific thing I would do though. seeing kids like nowadays,
Yeah.
like, cause from church and stuff, they like families come over to my house and stuff, and then there's like babies, and I always see them like on like an iPad,
Yeah.
Oh,
like playing games.
Yeah.
I think that's such like a problem these days.
Oh
Like,
yeah, 100%.
and like that's how like the parents like make them quiet basically. Like they're
Yeah.
crying, you just give them an iPad. They're like 1 year
That's
old,
so true.
Yeah.
and they know how to use it like
Yeah.
so well too.
That's what I
Yeah.
realized too.
It's like crazy to me like how addicted they are on an
Mhm.
iPad. Like they're like 1 or 2 years old.
Yeah. That's literally how it starts.
one specific thing I would do if I was a parent. I was like not even show them like what that is.
Like iPads and like iPhones and everything.
Yeah.
And like I forget like who said it was, but I know like in Silicon Valley and like the like top technology areas.
Oh, I
So,
think it
like,
was Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Chris?
I
Like,
think so.
The CEOs or whatever, like they would have their kids, right?
Uh-huh.
But then they would send them to like private schools
Hmm.
where there would be like no technology
Technology.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
And even at home, like technology could only be used like for a certain amount of time, and there would only be like one computer in the living room. So like the fact that like these CEOs of like these crazy technology companies are like limiting their children to like such little time with like screen and technology shows like they know what's up, but
Yeah.
then like for us they just want us to keep consuming their products, but yet they want their kids to like get like the best of the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even if I think back right now, like I literally had one fat computer like in my
For, like the whole house.
like it was like not like it's like fat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like that would be like
Uh-huh.
the computer at my house.
Yeah.
Even like TVs.
Yeah.
Huge like it would take up half the room.
Yeah.
But like now it's like a piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
You know? It's
Yeah, for real.
crazy.
Like and then the thing is like we like my brother and I we used to like fight for the controller of like for the TV, but now I bet like kids are fighting for like the iPad now.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is like technology is so like it's so present in their lives.
Uh-huh.
So like it's
Yeah.
just there.
And I know in my management
Yeah.
class, Aguas,
Yeah.
he told us like so he does a lot of studies on like trends and like from different generation to generation, and then he said the one after us, the Gen Yers, Gen Xers, what are they called?
I don't know.
I saw something like that. Apparently there's like an actual diagnosis of like a sickness of being like addicted to their phones.
Oh dang.
Like they can't go like 5 to 10 minutes without like seeing it or like being near it. Like they start
Oh,
like
wow.
freaking out.
I think I have that.
really?
Yeah, even in our generation, I can sense
Uh-huh.
people having that too.
Yeah.
But like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like a human being is so bound to a piece of
For real.
like a piece of, like in essence it's just like a piece of metal.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But then that like has so much power.
For real. You know what I think about right now? You know that fat computer I had when I was like in
Yeah.
like in like 6th grade? That's right here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That is like everything on that you could do on this.
This and more on this
Yeah.
than that computer.
So I think that's so crazy. Like
yeah.
how far technology has come and that
Yeah.
we have like portable computers in our hands,
Exactly.
you know?
And then so we have a friend named Jeremy, right? He broke his phone. He just dropped it in the gym. But then like there was no crack or anything, but it just like wouldn't turn on.
Oh wow.
And then literally like he was able to get a new phone the next day
Wow.
because he had insurance.
Uh-huh.
But then for those few hours and even through the night, you could just tell how he felt so stuck.
Yeah.
And like, even me too. If I was in a situation,
Yeah, for sure.
like I couldn't do anything. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he couldn't listen to music in the gym.
Uh-huh.
Like he couldn't like tell the time. But like the biggest thing was since he like commutes and like takes a train or whatever, he couldn't buy a train ticket to go home.
Oh wow.
He couldn't call his mom to tell him that his phone broke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like he couldn't respond to like messages. Like literally, if you really think about it, without this, life would be so hard.
For reals.
Yeah.
For
so
reals.
hard.
It's
But
made
then
it-
you know
yeah.
how there's so many people who say, "Oh, like you and your generation, like back in my days, like we didn't have those
We
phone
used to
things."
email.
Exactly.
Or
But then
write letters.
every time I hear that, like I get kind of annoyed,
Yeah.
cause like respect to you, like you know,
Yeah.
like good for you, but then like you're a whole different world,
Yeah,
different
for reals.
generation. You know what I mean? Like you can compare all you want, but in the end, like we're so different.
Yeah.
Like this is what I grew up knowing.
Yeah.
Like when I was a little kid, like smartphones were like still there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So the fact that older generation people are saying this and that, it just annoys me
For sure, yeah.
because like there's nothing we can do about
Yeah, I
it.
know.
You know, like they can say all, but okay, like,
Yeah, like-
you say it, no, now what?
Yeah, like what could you change or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
But like this is so vital.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Like
Yeah.
you could literally Google anything, like what I just did right now.
Yeah.
Like anything, like everything's in your hand now.
You know what's crazy? Think about GPS.
Yeah.
Before you know,
GPS
you gotta
is
use that
insane,
MapQuest,
dude.
MapQuest.
MapQuest.
You have to print it out.
Yeah, that was.
You have
a
to
long time
hold
ago.
like a piece of paper for like family trips.
Yeah.
I remember my dad like the day before we printed out like pages of like
wow.
directions, and on the family trip he just hold a piece of paper dragging like this like reading where to go.
Yeah.
But like now it's like no one even thinks about
For
MapQuest.
reals.
I bet you like kids younger than us, like they have no idea.
Yeah.
Like this when they're born, like this is already there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's a scary thing though. I think.
Yeah, it tells you exactly what time you're like gonna be there.
Uh huh.
mhm.
Dude, that's scary.
You know what's
Like-
funny? I was actually with my brother, right? And then he was wearing a watch, and my mom asked, "Oh, what time is it?"
Uh-huh.
And then
He
he
pulled out his phone.
Oh.
Dude.
All my friends
Yeah.
like got watches like
Uh-huh.
near the same time, like near like high school, like in the middle of high school.
Uh-huh.
Like everyone started to get watches.
Yeah.
And then we always like it was like an inside joke. We're like we were just like out of nowhere,
Uh-huh.
just like on a random day would be like, "Hey, what time is it?"
Uh huh.
Everyone would just pull their phone out.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, when I had a watch too, I used to do that
Yeah.
too.
Mm.
the first like month.
Yeah.
But then after a while, like you see how like useful watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're just like boop, like boop.
Yeah.
So
So that's a scary thing about technology is that we get people get so addicted to it. And I
Yeah.
think one thing too is that people get so enslaved to technology.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
For
they're
sure.
so dependent, and then like as it, you know, like and then I remember one time I don't know if I told you guys like when I was during winter break when I was like had like all my social media,
Mhm.
I averaged like 8 hours a day on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean like I had nothing to do at home, you know.
Yeah.
I literally have nothing to do, so I just on my phone, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and just really like going through those.
Mhm.
But after I deleted some of them, after I deleted it, I averaged like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, like a day.
Dude,
so
it's-
that's like the week, and that is just so crazy. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy how we're talking about this because legit, like today, I've noticed in the past month, like how much I've been using my phone
Mhm.
now. It's like I haven't been on Twitter like last year, like I barely went on, and
Uh-huh.
like now I'm like on it, like in the library, like,
Like all the time.
yeah, like on my
Me
bed
too.
before I sleep.
Yeah.
Instagram, I like follow so many pages
Uh-huh.
now.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Like
And
you know how
then-
back in the day, like YouTube, you watch one video leads to another, leads to
yeah.
another, and you just
Yeah.
like keep going that cycle, right? Now like social media and stuff too, like the explore pages, like different accounts, like
That's true.
you just keep going,
Yeah.
just like keep
You're on
searching, keep
Facebook
looking
too.
at stuff like clothing, shoes, basketball,
Uh-huh.
memes, like it just doesn't end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally when you like reach the end, you go back and there's new stuff already. 'Cause
Yeah.
All
You
the,
refresh
like, you
it.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like on Twitter, like I would scroll through the bottom, but say like I spent like 10 minutes scrolling through everything, right?
Yeah.
I refresh it, there's a new set ready
Yeah,
for me
for
to
real.
go. It just
Mhm.
doesn't
On
end.
That's
Instagram too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so you know how I know when it's time to sleep? When I refresh it and there's no more coming
No
out.
more, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I've gone through everything,
Yeah.
like this, time to sleep.
I used to do that too. But I think one thing I realized is that how time consuming it is.
Mhm.
Like I used to literally just waste so much time. That's why I like deleted it.
Mm.
You know, and then I just like I don't like because for me I used to just literally like every time I wake up in the morning.
Uh-huh.
I'd just check my messages or like check my now I check my emails. Like if I have emails,
Yeah.
that's just weird.
Then you get older,
Yeah,
bro.
I know,
You get
but,
older.
like I used to check like Instagram, like Twitter, like all these different things, you know,
Yeah.
like Snapchat.
Mhm.
But now I just literally look at emails or like
Yeah.
my like to-do list.
Mm.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
But definitely I feel like after deleting them, like I like been so productive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about I've been thinking about other things. I've been thinking about like, you know, like what to do, you know, and what like throughout the day rather than just like being so like stuck.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing that like I'm so glad that I sort of like deleted it, but I definitely have withdrawals for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Even like today I was thinking about dang, should I just delete install like Instagram?
Yeah.
Because for me like I was telling some people I get so for me I absolutely love like updates and like news and
yeah.
like feed like when I oh dang I like I don't know I get so interested when I see someone's like Instagram story or I get so like oh dang what's the next meme or
Yeah.
what's the news like what's going on in the world around me
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah.
around like with my friends in like LA or San Diego oh like whatever you know
Yeah.
for me I love those kind of news
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like I don't know like now I've like no idea
Yeah.
I'm like so disconnected now
How?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, how is it like? 'cause
I mean so now
deleting.
I mean, I felt very much more productive as I said before, but one big thing for me is that I going to it now, more of a Christian podcast now. I think one thing that God was telling me in the beginning of the year was, he just put in my heart. He said, disconnect from the world and connect with me. I felt God was saying that to me.
Sure.
And then for me, I felt so much closer with God. And then that was so good. And then I felt so like in tune. And then I saw like, cause I think a huge thing is that I was listening to a pastor speak. He said, like what you do in the morning determines what you do throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So for me, back when I used to wake up and just look at like, you know, go like wake up, go on YouTube, go on Facebook, go Instagram, go on Twitter, and just fill myself with like I don't know, like
just worldly
stuff, like social media, like, you know, like updates, memes, basketball things, volleyball things, all these different things. Like I see like my throughout my day, I'm just feel so like I don't know, like so. Like it's so different, you know.
Yeah.
But like when I wake up, like, you know, just not doing anything, just, you know, just like I don't know, spending time with the Word or just praying, it's so different
for sure,
you know. And I think that's the huge difference. It's like it's like for me, I envision like a cup. Like every day you're a new cup, and what are you filling yourself with? You know.
You know, and I thought so. You know how there's like the passage where what you invest your money in, like that's what your heart is.
Oh yeah.
But like not only money, but like
time.
for your time as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me too. I personally thought I spend so much more time on media and just like entertainment rather than the Word, and then that's like so dangerous.
For reals.
You know what I mean? That's just like a blatant sign that you would rather, like I would rather spend time pleasing myself and having fun than like spending time with God.
Yeah.
When spending time with God should be the thing that's fun.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So like I'm at a point in my life where like I need to switch my mentality of those two.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're doing right now.
I think I was actually like when I was like younger, when I was in high school, and I was like freshman and sophomore, I was like, dang, when will I ever stop like social media? You know, like I was thinking about that. Like, am I gonna have social media like when I'm like an adult, and am I gonna be that one dad on like Instagram? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it just happens. You know, like it'll click with you.
And then like I feel like there's a point where people grow up, and then they just like stop certain things.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like, all the adults, they like you said, there's no adults on like Snapchat as much or anything. Like even for me, when I was a kid, I thought, when will I stop watching TV?
Oh wow!
Like I haven't watched TV since probably like 6th, 7th grade.
Wow!
And that was when my family got rid of TV.
Yeah.
Because like, now it's like all streaming and everything.
Yeah.
But like thinking about it, like I said, when will I stop watching like the Phineas and Ferb?
Oh shoot!
Or like those like
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, that's I'm like,
dude.
like when will I grow up and like not do that?
Yeah.
And then like it happened.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, but the thing is like it just happened like so naturally. I
Yeah.
never had to force myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like wondering, will there be a point in my life where I'll just like naturally stop going on social media or
Yeah.
like social like platforms? You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like when I do, that's like a sign where it's like, dang, like I'm like adulting
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
You know what I mean? But then like at the same time, I don't want to lose that like childlike mentality.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like, I still want to be like youthful
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
fun
for
and
sure.
like everything. But like in the end, it's like all balance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like knowing what's
But
the
like
most important.
the TV, because that's what happened to me. Like in middle school, like we just got rid of cable
Yeah.
because we don't need it. We're just on our phones and computers. But that's like kind of different from like not doing social media anymore. Because like social media, you need another platform like that'll be like similar to social media.
To substitute it.
Yeah, because like
that's
streaming substituted TV. You
Oh
don't,
yeah.
you don't
For sure.
need TV, but social media is like something. I don't know what could replace
Yeah.
Yeah.
something
Yeah, that's so
like
crazy.
I
that.
was actually I was thinking about that. Like, do you think we'll ever get out of social media?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll like in our generation?
I feel like
I don't think I don't know. I personally don't know.
Yeah, because
at a certain age.
without social media, like even look at the positive things, like connections,
Yeah.
endorsements, marketing, everything. There's so many positives, but that like social media ramped up the pace of development for so many things.
Yeah, for sure.
And like you just said, like I can't think of something that could substitute it to make it go even faster.
Yeah.
Like what could possibly do that?
Yeah.
But maybe in the future, like some crazy guy will think of something and it might just like blow up.
Yeah. So I have no idea. I was thinking about when you were talking about that. I was actually really thinking. I was like, will like social media like have an end?
Like will Instagram come to an end?
Yeah.
Bro.
Or like Vine.
Yeah. But that one ended so abruptly.
Yeah, that Vine like
Vine was a
Like,
meme
like,
though.
Like Snapchat, that's like on the way fast decline slowly.
For sure.
But like Instagram, like
Instagram keeps updating.
Yeah,
You know?
Instagram's
crazy.
crazy.
Just keep having stuff.
Like honestly, because of Instagram's story, like Snapchat died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when it first came out, I was like, man, look at Instagram.
Yeah,
I
like
was
trying
like,
to copy
Instagram, like,
Snapchat.
they didn't even use another word for story. They
Yeah.
just like they didn't care. Like
Exactly.
they're like stories.
But then I respect that.
Yeah,
If they didn't do that, like Snapchat would probably still be thriving.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But like they just had the balls to just,
Yeah.
like, just demolish them.
for real.
Snapchat just looks so like not. It doesn't look like sleek.
And
like
Snapchat,
us,
it just
Instagram.
looks like only 6th, 7th graders would use it.
Yeah, Snapchat.
But but Instagram, people use it as business profiles
Yeah,
to
for reals.
endorse themselves, to
Yeah.
build a brand. But Snapchat is literally just like meaningless, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
it's like more like personal with your friends, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember back in high school, I only had Snapchat, right? But I didn't have Instagram. I was like, dude, Instagram is like, bro, like you just share pictures. That looks so dumb.
Yeah, me too.
But like now, it's like it's pretty much like Instagram and Twitter is like the new like platform for sharing videos, like Vine. You know what I'm saying? So after, as we said, you know how after Vine died, I think Instagram and Twitter like replaced Vine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
Because
that's
I
why
know
it's-
Vine is on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's like now Instagram like boosts it up, and after the stories like it boosts it up, and like honestly Instagram and like Twitter, like I think Instagram specifically just killing all the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
And
real.
like it makes it so hard for others to emerge.
Yeah.
Cause like they're always gonna be ending up comparing to Instagram.
Yeah.
Like how can we change it? How can we do different? But then people, they're so slow to accept change. And I think the people who do accept it quickly, those are the people who are able to kind of like, how should I put it?
Thrive.
Like thrive, I guess.
Yeah.
But I find that very discouraging. And even in my life too, like no one really likes change. Everyone likes being comfortable, sticking to what they know.
Oh yeah.
But so I feel like that's when like say like a new brand, a new company, it's like comes up out of nowhere. Like they need people who are willing to make a change and like give it a chance.
Yeah.
But then nowadays people are so comfortable, they're just not gonna do that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why it's so much harder for brands to emerge.
Yeah. And I was thinking about like Facebook, because long time ago Facebook, I don't know about you guys, but like
Yeah, it was-
when I was in like middle school, we used to like post everything,
Yeah.
like update
Sure.
everything.
Dude, you know Facebook memories?
Oh yeah.
Those that come out like 6th, 5th grade me.
Oh, yeah.
Got a basketball game today. Like
Yeah, I know.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited. And I'd be like, oh dude, I was so cute. You know?
Yeah, I know. Like if I think about like Facebook a long time ago, like the memories and like
Uh-huh.
what I used to do, like I used to like random things, like you know gummy bears,
Yeah.
like a Facebook page.
Like
on
Nyan Cat. Remember
Yeah,
Nyan Cat? Like those
yeah.
things.
Oh my.
like those things. But now that's all on Instagram now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's like so crazy.
I think Facebook is great for organizing. Like
Events.
me too. Like Facebook, I only use Facebook
Groups.
for news, current events,
Yeah.
like events, KCM events, like
Chats.
events. Yeah, like huge
Messenger.
group chats,
Yeah.
and, like pages, just like stay up to date.
Yeah.
But besides that, like for our generation,
It's
I
not
I
really
feel
like social media
Yeah,
it's
not.
platform. Yeah.
The only thing that I would make it social media was like the subtle Asian stuff.
Oh.
But honestly, like I hate those.
Really?
Yeah, like you know what? This is my take on Asians and media and everything. So you know how there's so many people saying, "Oh, we need Asian representation in media." Blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Like people like Wong Fu
Yeah.
or like Crazy Rich Asians about all that stuff. I'm like I think that's great and all, but like I feel like that's not how we should be doing it. Like I find it bothers me when
No, you're good.
my bad.
You're
It
good.
bothers me when people are always like, "Oh, we need more Asian representation here and here." But then what I love is people like, for example, like David So, like Bobby Lee, Aziz Ansari, like these guys, they're Asian, but they're not saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm Asian." Like let's get out there. But
Yeah.
just the fact that they're out there doing their thing,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like that just boosts the Asian image. Like
That's true.
we shouldn't have to be forcing Asian like our
yeah.
abilities. If we're actually good at it, it should just naturally come.
Natural,
People should
I
just
see.
see like, oh wow, like that Asian like group, that Asian person, he's doing really good things.
Yeah.
But the fact that like we're like putting it down people's throats in the media saying we need more representation, we need to
Yeah.
do this, we need to do that. I'm like, bro, like chill.
Just
If,
do your thing.
exactly. If
Yeah.
you're really good, you will get representation like naturally.
Oh wow.
You don't
yeah.
have to force on that.
I
That's
see.
true.
That's why like before I used to love like Wong Fu
Uh-huh.
and like the Fung Bros and like those guys, but it's just like so played out. They're always saying, "Oh, here are the best Asian snacks, the best Asian shows." I'm
Oh, I
like,
see.
bro, like you don't have to be doing that.
Yeah,
just like
I
stick
see.
to what you're good at. Like David So, he's a comedian. He makes
Uh-huh.
like great cooking videos, like
Yeah.
those things. Like he's a Korean guy, but he doesn't say, "Oh, I'm Korean." Like look at me, I'm
Yeah,
doing
for
this for
sure.
my Korean people.
Mhm.
Like just the fact that he looks Asian,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
doing the thing. Like
Even Timothy
people,
De La
like,
Ghetto,
yeah,
too.
him
I
too.
love him.
Exactly. He's out wilding out with like
Yeah.
like Nick Cannon and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the prime way
Uh,
of like Asian representation.
yeah.
Seeing Asians on different platforms,
Uh-huh.
just thriving, just
Yeah.
doing their own thing, not flaunting the fact that they're Asian.
That's
I
good.
think that's what
I think
I
that's so
wanna see.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Dang, it's already
Whoa.
8:36.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. So honestly, these podcasts, like,
Going by way too fast.
time just goes too fast.
I thought it only been like 10, 15
yeah, it's
minutes.
been like almost 30, 40 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Is there another topic? I don't
Okay.
know-
Yeah. Let's bring it back to the beginning. then.
Okay.
To finally,
yeah.
like,
What was the question?
We didn't even answer
I
it.
didn't even
the
answer.
difference
We, like,
between
went to,
like
like-
1.5 and 2.
That's right.
So like from that we went on to different generational things, but let's get back to the root
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
Differences
Okay.
between 1.5 and 2.
Okay. 1.5 and 2.
Or in simpler terms, parents' generation, millennials, us.
Okay.
Because that's the world we're in right now.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. So what are the differences? Okay.
What are some like the most standout differences?
Uh-huh. Oh, I think, and then going back to the other question of, I think of what would you do, what would you keep, and what would you not
Oh
do?
yeah, yeah.
I think for me, what I'd keep is like respect, the respect of elders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like Korean, you know, like, or that's Eastern culture, but like it's all about respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of kids nowadays, man, there's no respect
Exactly.
Mhm.
within like families, and I see like little kids like just talking like
Yeah.
so informally to like the grandparents or whatever. I don't know. It's just like because like I grew up with living with my grandparents, and like I was forced to, and then I know I grew up like showing respect to them, you know. But like now I see that, like kids, and I see this generation.
Yeah.
It's just so different.
It makes you cringe, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if
I
they
guess.
like don't use like, you know, if they do like 반말 to like
Yeah.
their grandparents,
Yeah.
that just makes me cringe.
Mm.
Welcome back, Justin. Yeah. I think that's huge. 'Cause,
Mm.
like, you know how like Eastern culture, when you grow up, you come back to the house, take care of your parents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Western culture is more of you grow up, you go your own way, and you send
Yeah.
them to retirement home.
Uh,
I find that so sad.
It
Like
is.
the parents who brought you up, you're just abandoning them and doing your own thing. But when you're like have that family, like even in like the Christian sense, like your family is like the most important thing next to God.
yeah.
Like your family,
Mhm.
like
The family of Christ.
exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
The fam.
The fact, the fam,
The
the
fam.
fam, like, and the fact that you're just kind of, like, you
Teaching them?
you just have to show respect. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, it's just like the thing to do.
Yeah.
And like the fact that we're going away from that, especially in the younger generation, that's just so sad. That
It
just
is.
shows like how like deeper and deeper we're getting into like the sinful world.
Yeah.
And it's just
I think a huge thing too is seeing like the kids now, or like I just envision like what like middle school kids, like high school kids going through, is that they're so and like I understand them though. It's like social media is, and then all these different things. I think a huge culture is that everything is about them.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything's about like if I see my parents, they're all about if I'm like my dad was like, oh, everything's about like my family, everything's about my family, everything. But like kids now is about like, oh, everything's about me. You know, they get so like
Yeah. That's literally what Satan wants to do.
yeah, for
Yeah.
reals, and it's so like what's the word
What?
mm,
Like
Egocentric.
self-centered?
it's self-centered, but like
Self-centered.
people are so like kids are so I don't know, I forgot that word. Oh man.
Kids are so
What? Selfish? Or?
egotistical. Like what you said, self-centered.
I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, just kids they get so like they just have so many things now. They're so resourceful. Like there's so many different things, and like
Like they have so many resources
yeah.
like just ready for them.
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like the after school program I work at, like the school just gives them iPads. Like you said
oh,
earlier.
dang.
Like it's just a given now. Even the school system like just gives them iPads.
Wow.
And like all their homework is on iPads. All their like schoolwork is on iPads. Like their like announcements, everything is technology.
Dang.
And like that's just so different. Like me personally, I rather prefer paper pencil. But then
Yeah.
nowadays, like kids, like they look at it and they're like, ew, like paper pencil. Like you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like that's just so crazy how it's so different.
Yeah, you know what's I don't know about you guys, but when I was in 3rd grade, we learned cursive. Do you guys learn cursive?
Oh yeah.
So they don't. I don't think they teach cursive anymore. I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
probably
you
not.
would learn cursive though.
I know, but that's
Yeah.
huge. I was forced to write
Yeah.
cursive, and then I was like, Like,
dude, the G's were so hard to write. It's
Dude.
like, oh, dude,
yeah.
it's so hard.
I honestly was so bad at cursive.
Yeah.
But I actually, I'm so glad I learned it. Like,
Why?
I think, like.
That's why signatures look dope, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
yeah. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a huge thing is about the culture is so different about like parents are like, oh no, it's not about me, it's about like them now. You know, 'cause this is why they immigrated.
For sure.
It's not about like they want a better life for their kids.
Yeah.
You know, and then kids they just took all that blessings, but they didn't like they just keep it to themselves. You
And
know?
then as I'm getting older, like you said, I just took all those things that they've given me, but then like as I get older, I can kind of see like the heart and the reason of why they did all that.
Yeah.
And that just makes everything they've given me so much more valuable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have pretty much gone for a pretty long time. It's 8:42. Our
2
producer,
minutes?
Justin,
Okay.
2 more minutes. So we just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
Or I just had a funny thought
Uh-huh.
what's
about
up?
all of this. Kind of has to do with it, but just a funny thought I've had like in my life. Like, you know how like every generation of like parents, they like love their kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like just imagine a 30-year-old couple just like getting their firstborn child,
Yeah.
and like all they think about is like, oh, I'm gonna do everything for you, I'm gonna invest everything, you know? It's like the stereotype is like that,
Yeah.
right? So they're investing all their like time and love for their child, and then the child grows up, right?
Yeah.
Has like the best life he or she could live, and then he becomes a grown up, and then and then basically the cycle. I don't know how to say it because like I've just like thought about this, like it's one of those like thoughts you just
For sure.
have for no reason, and then the cycle keeps going on. You know what I mean?
Like
So
the
like
things that the parents give to the child. The
yeah,
child
the
pass it on.
child becomes the
Oh, yeah.
parent,
Yeah.
and then the parent doesn't think about like themselves anymore. They just think about their child.
Yeah.
So the cycle keeps going on. So like, who's gonna have like I don't know,
The cycle breaking generation.
Yeah, like
I see.
or like
That's true.
a different lifestyle. Cause like the lifestyle everyone thinks about right now is like you go to school, you go to like elementary, middle school, high school, college, and then you grow up, and then you could
Like
start a job.
yeah.
and
When
then-
will the social norms of today no longer be the norm?
Yeah.
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 That's for next time.
Yeah. Next week.
That's that's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep that question. What was the question again?
When will the social norms of today no longer be normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wraps up. This is officially the end of episode 2. This is like recording 4, but episode 2. Thanks for listening, guys. This is a very
It's pretty-
great episode.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. I liked it.
I like this one.
Legit.
So
Let's have a guest soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. Who knows?
Comment.
Oh yeah. Very good.
Comment below. Oh,
Drop your Instagram
But-
handle.
Oh yeah.
we'll see. We got to do additions. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening.
Yep.
This was Eric, Brando, Joel.
We're signing
Kozy
off.
Talks. Peace
Yes,
out, y'all.
sir.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Go.